Hello children. Good afternoon once again. I hope you are all doing well by the grace of God. You are still reading through your notes. Gradually, we are soldiering on. We are still on the creation story. We've been able to do the creation story in Christianity. We did that in Islam, and how man was also created in Islam. Today we are going to look at a very funny aspects in one of the creation story in African traditional religion. That is the creation story according to Ewes. You know the name that Ewes called God. That is okay. When we were studying the creation story in Christianity, we said something before. I hope you refer to this special topic that we are also going to treat. He said what? Before creation, the world or the earth was what? Formless. And it was only the Spirit of God that was moving around the surface of what? On the earth. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. So it is in the Ewe story on creation. According to the creation story in Ewe, we all know that in all the creation, God, whom they call who? Mau, created all things in the world. Nobody else has created something, with exception of what? Exception of who? Mau. Before he created all things, the earth was without form and was filled with darkness. This is comparatively almost the same as that in the Christian story of what? Creation. Then number 2, the earth was then created as God created what? Light. 3, in the Christian story of creation, something happened. Human beings were created last, but here human beings were next to be created. And God created human beings out of what? Clay and water. What do you assert from this? When God created man, what did he do? Adam, the first creation, what did he do? He used what? He formed him from what? Dust. And after the formation of the human being, he did something. He breathed into his nostrils, and man became a living soul. So here is almost God used clay and water. He mashed it, then manufacture the human being. Then the next point, God also created the soul to give human beings life and to act as a guardian spirit. If you don't have a soul in you, what happens? You are there, you are not a human being. Are you okay? So the soul is very, very important. Then the soul, what was the work of the soul? We said the spirit or the soul was commanded to return to God after what? Death, in order to receive either a reward or punishment, depending on the life one lives on this earth. In this case, it tells us that there is what? Heaven and hell, as Christians believe, Muslims also believe, traditionalists also believe, and the Ewes also believe in that. So if you do good, God will reward you, and if you do bad, you receive punishment. And the punishment that you receive is to go to where? Hell. Then the next point, after some time, God could not create more human beings. Why was it? Because of shortage of clay. Then if clays are no more, there is no clay, what did you do? He therefore used dead bodies to create new ones. What is the significance in this? That is why sometimes you see a child, a male boy, or it's because of the bodies, the dead bodies that God used. So we bear what? Resemblance, of our parents. Something happened, and so it looks as if God was with us. You see, in the creation story, when God created man, God was a friend to Adam. He was with him. But along the line, he allowed the devil to deceive him. So God moved away from him. So it is in the Ewes story. God moved up into the sky. Why did he move? Because man was giving God too many problems. Then after his departure, God likes us. So he sent his eldest son, who was called Lizard, with a sword to clear the forest and make tools. What is the purpose of the tools, of making the tools? God used those tools to divide the world among his sons. One was to control the sky, another also to control all his creatures. Then, lastly, some of his sons were to control specifically the beasts, birds, and trees.